Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Amy, and I'm here to share another book with you. Today's book is called The Evening Walk. And The Evening Walk is written by Joanne Ryder and illustrated by Julie Durrell. Now, boys and girls, remember Miss Amy does not own the rights to this book. She just owns the book, and she is glad she gets to share it with you. All right, so let's look at the cover. Who do you think our main characters are in this book? That's right, skunks.
Yui, skunks are nasty smelling, aren't they?
Well, you can call them skunks, or you can call them what one of my close friends calls them, and you can call them fart squirrels. That's right, I said it. P.U., that's even a worse name. Let's stick to skunks, hey? All right, so let's crack that spine open and see what this evening walk is all about. One warm evening, Mama Skunk said to her children, "This is a lovely time to take a walk through the woods. Come, Whisper, come, Belle." "Where are we going?" asked Whisper in his soft voice. "Is it far?" asked his sister Belle. "Far enough," said Mama. So the three skunks left their home and started their walk. Three. Let's count to three. 1, 2, 3. We have one mama squirrel or skunk and two children skunks. And when we add them or put them together, one skunk plus two skunks equals 1, 2, 3 skunks. So it's a three skunk family. Not squirrels, Miss Amy, skunks. Silly Miss Amy. So the three skunks left their home and started their walk. "Look at the pretty lights," cried Belle. Her high voice rang through the quiet night. "Those are stars," said Mama. "Have you ever been to a star?" asked Whisper. "Oh, no," said Mama. "They are too far away." "Even for you, Mama?" asked Whisper. "Yes," said Mama, "even for me." Boys and girls, sometimes we think our mommies and daddies can do anything and go anywhere. That's not always true. Although if your mommy or daddy's an astronaut, I guess they could go to the stars, couldn't they? Miss Amy's never been to the stars, and I don't want to go either. "Here's a little star," said Belle, "and it's not far at all." She pointed to a tiny yellow light flickering in the bushes. Boys and girls, have you ever seen lights flickering in bushes? What were they? I know when it gets warm here, like right now in Texas, we can see those flashing lights in the bushes. Let's read on and see what they are. "I see some too," called Whisper. "4 tiny lights drifted over his head. Oh, there's another number, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That lights that drifted over his head." "Those are fireflies," said Mama. "They like to visit the woods on warm evenings too." As the family walked on, the woods grew darker and darker. It's a good thing their mama's with them, isn't it, boys and girls? "What's that, Mama?" asked Whisper. He pointed to a big, dark shape far away. "That's a mountain," said Mama. "Can we go there?" asked Belle. "The mountain is very far from here," said Mama. "When you're bigger, we'll go there." See, sometimes, boys and girls, we want to go somewhere, but it's just not safe yet. So we have to be patient. And maybe our mommies and daddies or someone can take us later when it's less dangerous. "Here's a mountain I can reach," said Belle. She climbed up a big pile of rocks. "I think you found a mountain just your size," said Mama. What can you see up there? Whisper asked. I see you and Mama and the woods, Belle said, and the bright stars far away. The family continued their walk. Listen, Whisper said quietly. Someone's breathing. Someone big. Don't be afraid, said Mama. That's just the waterfall. It's very noisy, said Belle. The water moves so fast, said Whisper, watching it fall from the tall cliff. Can we go up there? Some night we will, said Mama, but it's too far to visit tonight. Mama Skunk must have known that it was going to get way too dark and way too late if they traveled up to the top of that, huh? I hear another waterfall, said Belle, but it's a quiet one. You hear the stream, said Mama. The water makes a soft sound as it moves over the rocks and the pebbles. Can we go there? Asked Whisper. Yes, said Mama. We can all go there and get a drink. It isn't far. Mama led Whisper and Belle to the stream. They all drank the cool water. Come along now, said Mama. I have a special place to show you. She took them to a clearing. They looked up and saw many stars in the sky. Boys and girls, that's one of my favorite memories. When I was growing up, I got to go outside with my daddy, and he'd tell me about all the constellations and about the North Star and the Milky Way, and it was just such a fun memory. I'm also thankful to my daddy because he's the one who bought me this book, and I get to share it with you. Thanks, Dad. Then the moon came out from behind the cloud. Oh, Mama, look, cried Belle. What's that? It's the moon, said Mama. One of my favorite memories also when I was a little girl is my grandma used to take me outside or when we'd be outside together and she'd look up to the moon. And boys and girls, have you ever noticed that the moon sometimes looks like it has a happy face on it? Well, my grandma would tell me that the moon, the man in the moon is how she referred to that face, was her best friend. And I will always remember my grandma's best friend was the man in the moon. I really know that it was Jesus, but she always would say it was the man in the moon. This is such a lovely spot, said Mama. I like to come here and watch the shiny moon peek over the trees. Whisper and Belle watched the moon rise higher and higher. Belle was the first to look down. Look at all those moons, she cried. Near her head, 4 shiny circles were tucked in a little tree. There's that number again, the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shiny circles tucked in a little tree. What do you think they are, boys and girls? Have you ever seen shiny circles in a small tree? Let's see. Those are spider webs. Ooh, said Mama. Ooh, Miss Amy don't like the spiders. No, 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 no. But if you ever get really close, those webs really are pretty. But, don't get too close. You don't want to get bit or caught up in it. Ooh, yucky, yucky, yucky. The moonlight makes them glimmer in the dark. Whisper and Belle liked the special part of the woods. They heard crickets chirping and frogs calling in deep voices. A soft breeze moved the grass ever so gently. This is a nice spot, said Belle. And it wasn't too far, said Whisper. No, said Mama, it wasn't. But now it's getting late. Come along. family walked along the stream. They passed the waterfall and the mountain. Suddenly, Belle stopped. "They're gone," she said sadly. "All the fireflies are gone." "They're resting now," said Mama. "It's time for fireflies to sleep. And very soon it will be time for small skunks to go to sleep too." "How much farther?" asked Belle. "Only a few steps more," said Mama. Then she led her sleepy children home and to bed. The end. Thank you, boys and girls, for sharing this evening walk with Miss Amy. And maybe you can ask Mom and Dad if they will take you for a walk. You know, sometimes when we go out into nature and take a little walk, we see wonderful things. My family and I went on a bike ride the other day and we saw a Slytherin green snake, and it was beautiful. Now, normally I'm like everybody else and say, nope, no snake's a good snake, but this one was absolutely stunning. But we made sure we kept our distance because we want to think safety first. But just think about all the things you can see. You can see animals, you could smell the flowers, you could smell the streams and hear them flowing in the distance. And best of all, you get to make memories with your family. And also, boys and girls, sometimes it's hard to go to sleep. If you have a Google Nest or a Alexa, maybe Mom and Dad could put on nature sounds so you can hear crickets or water flowing in the background and enjoy it as you go to sleep. But thank you again for reading The Evening Walk with Miss Amy. And if you're watching or listening to this before you go to bed, good night and sleep tight.